Hello everyone, Cole here with episode 37 of Questions for Cole. It's January 27th, 2021. I want to start today by asking, who are all of our newcomers, our new viewers out there? Each week a few of us get to see behind the scenes the number of views that each of these videos get, and it's usually around 60 something to 80 something. The last few weeks have been 82, 76, 75. And then all of a sudden, for last week's edition, at last count, we've had 128 views. That's about 60% increase in a single week. What did I even talk about last week that would be so captivating? I don't remember. I don't think it could have been when I tried reciting the Greek alphabet and only got about halfway through. Could it? Do we have a large Greek population in Selkirk and area who sent the video to all of their friends and relatives so they could laugh at me? I don't know. I can't believe it was because I shared about my final year project at St. Andrews College, although maybe one of the faculty got hold of that story and shared it with the rest of the faculty and staff and the Board of Regents. And maybe there's going to be an official inquiry into whether I deserve to get a passing grade in my final year or not. Maybe they'll make me go back to Saskatoon and take that class over again all these years later. That could be. Stay tuned, I'll let you know. If you have any theories of your own, I'd love to hear them. Maybe it's the same person watching it over and over and over again for some reason. Maybe I help people get to sleep with the sound of my voice. I'm not sure. Anyway, on to this week's question. I have a question for Cole. What would be his favorite restaurant if one should open here soon? And if he could have anything at that restaurant, what would it be? Thanks. Interesting question. Well, I have to start by saying that I have quite a few favorites that are not at all good for me. If you pick any big chain fast food restaurant or pizza joint, I probably have a favorite burger or favorite meal or favorite pizza topping for every one of those places. But I don't want to take the easy way out today. I also don't want to promote the big chain fast food restaurants. I think they're doing a lot better than the smaller restaurants during this pandemic. Sadly, a lot of smaller privately owned restaurants have had to close down over the past 10 months. So, I think my answer would be a little more vague. I would say that I would love it if a whole bunch of small mom and pop restaurants opened up in Selkirk. Maybe drive out some of the big fast food chains that are so popular but really aren't very good for us. Wouldn't that be nice for a change? I'd love to see some privately owned restaurants pop up with good, healthy, delicious meals. I'd order some chicken and mashed potatoes with a slice of pie for dessert, or a pizza with ham and bacon and mushrooms, or a nice fresh homemade burger with a homemade chocolate shake and some shoestring fries that were just a little overcooked so they were nice and crispy. But I would know that they were made with more love than preservatives. That's what I'd like to see. Of course, then we'd all have to change some of our bad habits and support them. Hopefully, we're doing some of that already for the few restaurants that still exist and are struggling to survive right now, the locally owned ones. Oh, or maybe I would get a nice clubhouse sandwich with a tall glass of fresh lemonade. That would be good. Oh, or shepherd's pie. That would be nice. I could go on and on. I do love some good homemade cooking. That's for sure. Oh, and if they had some homemade chocolate cake or brownies for dessert, I might get a regular table in the corner every Friday night and everyone would shout my name when I walked in because I'd be such a regular. Thanks for the question. That was fun. One other quick question that didn't actually come from a member of the congregation, but it was an online question I saw the other day. Someone posted a question asking everyone that was reading if they were inspired by the young poet Amanda Gorman, who spoke at Joe Biden's inauguration. So let me answer that by saying, yes, I sure was inspired by her. I already quoted her once in last week's midweek message, and there were so many powerful lines in her poem. I encourage you to look it up online and read the whole thing. But let me share one other line in particular with you today. It was this one. Amanda said, "Being American is more than a pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it." Isn't that a great line? And it works for more than being American. It would work equally well for us here in Canada. Being Canadian is more than a pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. Her words acknowledge that our history is far from perfect. Yes, we can be proud of the accomplishments and the good things that our ancestors did, the justice they sought, the wrongs they tried to make right. But we should at the same time be looking for ways that we can do even better, things they missed, even mistakes they made. What did they miss? What couldn't they see? What do we still need to make right or better or more just here in our own country? And that same wonderful line could be used in our Christian context as well. Being Christian is more than a pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. Same concept. Our Christian history is far from perfect. Again, there can be thanksgiving for what has come before us, the faith that has been passed down to us, the struggles that others have worked through before our time. But there have also been, again, injustices, unfairness, discrimination, exclusion, and more. Things that we must continue to work at to try to repair, that we might get closer to the world that God envisioned for us, the world that God envisions for us still today. Great words, inspirational words. I hope that we can take them to heart and turn them into action in the choices we make and the lives we live. That's all for today. Send in your questions. My email is cole@selkirkunitedchurch.ca. I look forward to seeing what you have for me next. Have a good week, everyone. God be with you, and I'll see you again next time.